Hello, we are Eclipse, and we are about to play a song called Still My Hero. It's a song I wrote for my dad. He passed away 10 years ago, way too early, and he was truly the best dad ever. This song is called Still My Hero. You hear it on Rock Antenne.
Times when I gave up, you pulled me back again. If I broke a bone, you took me to a hospital bed. Every busted part, every single scar, carried on. When the road was hard, we crashed and burned, but we never gave it up. You're still my hero. You're still my hero. Yeah, you are. And when the music got loud, you never said a word. And when life got wild, you always took our side. Then no one answered the phone, and now you're gone. I carry on, and the bloodline flows. What was still is, and I'll never give it up. You're still my hero. You're still my hero. And when I'm lost and found, through ups and downs, the good times mixed with the bad, because you are still my hero. Times when I gave up, you pulled me back again. If I broke a bone, you took me to a hospital bed. On this road we carry on. You're still my hero. You're still my hero. And when I'm lost and found, through ups and downs, the good times mixed with the bad, because you are, oh, you are, yeah, you are still my hero.
Hello, we are Eclipse, and we're gonna play a song called Viva La Victoria, and you hear it on Rock Antenne. Goes like this.
Blind man tries to lead the blind. I'm not sure what they hope to find. The edge is coming closer. Promises and alibis, a different game is played behind the scene. and soon it is over. You better run, get away, we're gonna take you down. We're singing Viva La Victoria. So run, get away, you're gonna lose your crown. We're singing Viva La Victoria. Viva La Victoria. The puppeteers that show their face, they pull the strings and leave no trace. Hey, hey, now who's the joker? You better run, get away, we're gonna take you down. We're singing Viva La Victoria. So run, get away, you're gonna lose your crown. We're singing Viva La Victoria. Viva La Victoria. Oh, you better run, get away, we're gonna take you down. We're singing Viva La Victoria. So run, get away, you're gonna lose your crown. We're singing Viva La Victoria. You better run. You gotta run, get away, we're gonna take you down. We're singing Viva La Victoria. Viva La Victoria. And four. Hey! Whoa. Viva La Victoria. Whoa. Viva La Victoria. Whoa. Viva La Victoria. Whoa. Viva La Victoria.
Hello, this is 3/4 of Eclipse, and we are gonna play our latest and greatest single, All I Want, and you hear it on Rock Antenne. Goes like this.
Feel buried 6 feet underground. I say I'm fine, but breaking up inside. Just another big lie. I'm caught up in this mess still. All I want is you. Oh, I do. The late night drives of city lights. I don't wanna sleep, don't wanna be awake. It's just another mistake. I'm caught up in this mess still. All I want is you. And every time I'm leaving, my heart's screaming. All I want and all I need is you. And every time we're meeting, my heart's bleeding. All I want and all I need, all I want and all I need is you. In the pages of our history, we sure have a love for misery. I know I really gotta let go. Through the echoes of redemption, all I want is you. But every time I'm leaving, my heart's screaming. All I want and all I need is you. And every time we're meeting, my heart's bleeding. All I want and all I need, all I want and all I need is you. Give me just one more chance. I'll give you one more dance. There is no yesterday, tomorrow. Give me another day. Promise me don't walk away. I'll follow happiness and sorrow. But every time I'm leaving, my heart's screaming. All I want and all I need is you. And every time we're meeting, my heart's bleeding. All I want and all I need, all I want and all I need is you. Oh, will I ever walk away? All I want and all I need, all I want and all I need is you.
So, hello and welcome to the Holy Halls of Rock Antenne. We are here with 3/4 of Eclipse. Hi guys, thank you so much for coming.
Hello.
Hello, thank you.
Hello. I'm really sure that you're really busy at the moment because you're touring right now.
Yeah, we're on a European tour, a short European tour. We are doing mostly Germany on this tour, and then we go in directly from the bus to the airplane to America. So it's quite busy.
It's a classic thing. When you release an album in Sweden, you go down to Germany to tour. And that's what we're doing
Makes
right
sense.
now.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
What a special European tour. Just Germany, I think one date in Switzerland, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Correct.
yeah. Nice. How is the tour going so far?
Very good. No problems, no obstacles so far. So,
Smooth sailing,
Yep.
I think,
Yeah.
which is very lovely. It's also a good month to tour in Germany in September, you know,
Yeah.
because there's Oktoberfest coming up and there's, where we're at right now and stuff. So,
Have you been to Wiesn already?
No, we haven't, actually, to Oktoberfest.
No.
No,
We're talking about doing it today.
maybe.
Today.
that's not going to
Short
go well,
visit.
though. No.
And you already played some new songs, I think, from your new album. How did the fans react to them?
I think we have very good fans because they kind of like the songs that they love the most are from the newest records, which most rock bands have. The fans want to hear the old songs, but with our fans, they want to hear the new stuff, which is fantastic. I could imagine, of course, being Guns N' Roses, but playing live those songs they wrote when they were like 22 years old, and still playing them when they're 65. Was like that, for me, that would have been like completely boring. And we have fans we can actually play the new stuff for, and they love it.
Is there already a new favorite live song you have?
I think the ones we just played here works really well in a live setting. All I Want and Still My Hero.
Yeah, I think we can all agree on the same selection.
Yeah.
Even the last quarter that's not there, which is the drummer, he would probably say the same thing, yeah.
And you just released last Friday a new album. It's called Megalomanium 2.
Megalomanium 2.
Megalomanium 2. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
It's a really great word because I think you thought it yourself, right?
Yeah, it's a
new
make-up word.
Yeah.
We usually go for make-up words because it's otherwise it will there's so many boring album titles, and it's just back in '72 you can come up with like anything, but all the good titles are already taken. So the only way to go is to make up your own words. Yeah.
You can be assured there's no other album called Megalomanium Part 2.
That's pretty slim, yeah.
That's pretty slim.
Yeah, for sure. And it's part 2. Why did you choose to do a part 2?
So we were here last year, right? And toured Germany as well in September. And we released our Megalomanium album back then, which is a Megalomanium Part 1. So the original idea was to do a double album in the most classical sense of the word. But then we decided to split it up with a year apart. So we have Megalomanium Part 1, which is last year, Megalomanium Part 2 this year. All songs are recorded and written at the same time. It's just two parts of the same album, I would say.
Just so many songs that you wanted to do a second one.
Yes, pretty much. Well,
yeah, we had all those songs. We were actually sitting at a bar in Sydney during the Australian tour. It was actually us three, and we were sitting there drinking beer with a lot of cockroaches as well. and we just had the songs on the phone, like the pre-production demos, and we just split them in two halves. So we like, this is going to be album number 1, number 2. So we had all the songs. Everything was written and recorded. Yeah, well, not recorded while we were splitting them up, but we recorded the whole thing together at one. And Yeah, but the problem with double albums is that it's a bit too much for the listeners. 22 songs is a lot of songs, so it's better to just give them a year to digest the first album, and then they have a year to, hopefully more.
We crafted a master plan. That's what we did, yeah.
At a bar.
Yeah.
And was this bar plan still a good idea, do you think? Was it the right choice to not put them all out at once?
I think that's really good. The plan with a double album is it's pretty hard to. It's a lot of work to do one album, but doing a double record, like so many songs staying focused at the same time, it's actually really hard. It's much more work than actually making 2 records. So it's been a lot of hard work. Making good songs, 22 good songs that like really are album fit.
Yeah,
which is not as easy as it seems.
No, but in those terms, also we're also reaping the benefits of being able to, tour and play this material live over the course of double the amount of time that we would for a regular album. So that's very good, I think.
Yeah, we're still promoting the same album, so to speak.
In which way are maybe those albums connected to each other? Maybe in a lyrical or musically way, or what is different on these 2 albums?
I think it's actually one record that's split in 2. So they are different. They sound, if you listen to the one and the one and the 2, they have a different vibe. For sure, but that was not like the plan, and they share the same DNA. They are like the same period of time we wrote the songs, which mean usually if you have 2 years apart between writing sessions, you always write different songs because you're not you're the same person, but you have different like influences that comes into your life all the time. So you always write kind of different music, but these are all from the same place, right? So for me it's the same record twice, but it's.
But different.
In a good way, yeah. There's not the same songs, though.
Yeah, for sure. Not the same songs. So let's talk about this new songs. You just released 3 singles. Tomorrow it will be 4.
Yep.
Let's talk a little bit about them. Why did you choose those titles to be released as singles?
We can never agree on singles, I think, in this band usually. But this time it was pretty easy, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
I think we just went for the songs that meant the most to us at the time, right? So we wanted the diversity, which is, these 2 records are maybe, as a band, we're heading down different paths where we haven't really been before, right? So it's maybe we wanted the singles to reflect that as well. There's some emotional stuff on there. There's some darker stuff on there. There's the single that's coming out tomorrow that you just mentioned. That's kind of a very, punky version of Eclipse, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, so skate punky.
Yeah, skate punky, which is something that maybe 10 years ago would be like, what? But it really works, and I think that was the selective process behind it.
Yeah, I think that's a great thing about the double record, though. You can, when you do just one record, it's easy to go, for the obvious songs. But when you have 22 songs, you can like go a little more left, a little more right, a little, outside your comfort zone. And I think that really pays off in the end, because that's like it opens doors to new ways to write music and new ways how the band can sound, which is, I think, is great.
And where's all your inspiration and energy is coming from? Because you're always putting out albums the last years, like in a really short time, and touring beside. So how do you manage that?
Pick up the guitar and write songs. Easy as that. We just do it, and it happens. And it's fun. I love writing songs. I think the creative process and the whole recording process is fantastic. I think it's you have nothing. You start with actually absolutely nothing, and then you just like out of nothing you create something. You have a small idea, a melody, a riff, or something, and then all of a sudden you have a record, and it's
just happening.
It is pretty strange, right? I've been writing so many songs throughout the years, and I still don't know why it works. Some days you just write the best songs, and some days you just impossible, and I don't know why. It just happens. That's the beauty of it.
And what is better, touring or writing albums and songs?
I prefer touring, but of course you need songs to tour. So it's it's like yin and yang. You need both.
Yeah. Kind of. They're 2 completely different things, right? And especially like where we record in your studio up in the middle of Sweden, and it's very calm and quiet and familiar, you know. And to compare that to when you're standing at a festival stage, or if you're at a club here in Germany or whatever, it's pretty much like you said, yin and yang. So I think you need to love both, and you need to find ways to love it differently every time. But for me, touring, I think, is when you really get to feel how the songs become something different other than what they were in the studio, basically.
Yeah, and we have the benefit that I run a studio as well, so everything is recorded in my studio and is mixed. I mix and master the whole record, so everything is very in-house production, which is a good thing for creativity as well, because you are not dependent on other people to make records and make songs, which is great for creativity. And I have this thing that was like, writing songs and recording songs is like building a car, but when you're on tour, you actually get to drive the car. You know, you get to use the songs for real and see the reactions instead of just, you know, the first you do it for yourself and then you share it with the fans.
Really nice metaphor. I have to remember that. Really good. Let's come back to your songs, because they also running on Rock Antenne for sure. Yeah. Just like Still My Hero. And I wanted to ask you, because I've read that you dedicated this one to your father. Why do you want to do that?
Well, everyone's got the best dad, but you know, I really looked up to my dad. I think he was you know, very, very supportive. I was a motocross driver when I was a kid, up until I was 25. We were like every weekend competing with motocross, and when music started, he always supported the music and took us to rehearsal rooms and everything. So he was one of those great dads who never said no to anything. I could play as loud guitar as I wanted at home, and you know, and he died way too early when he was 67. He just out of the blue, he got a heart attack and passed away. And yeah, I think he deserves a song. He probably deserves even more. So you know, it's a start.
Really nice, beautiful. And let's talk about your new song, which will maybe be coming also on Rock Antenne, All I Want. I saw a teaser on Instagram, I think, and it looked really creepy. Maybe not what you would imagine if you hear the song. So, what is the song about, and maybe also the video?
I think when you will see the video, you will understand the context of everything. We did like a U-turn with it. We had a trailer that was going to come out, and then we just decided like, no, we can't put that out there, because we want it to be like a more fun, revealing thing when it's actually
a more shocking experience.
Yeah, a more shocking experience for everyone involved. So what we did instead was that we put out this little teaser that's like 5 seconds long. But yeah, it's coming out on the 27th, I guess, which is on Friday or tomorrow. And it's a really cool video. We're paying homage to a lot of the stuff that we grew up watching and loving in terms of horror movies and slasher films, and even like Scandinavian music as well.
Yeah, beautiful Scandinavian music.
Absolutely.
True Norwegian black metal.
Well, maybe. I'm not saying that, but maybe. But you go ahead and watch it, and hope you like it. It was a lot of fun to make.
Yeah, it was great. It was a lot of fun. I think it's the most fun video shooting I've ever done.
For sure. For sure.
I think the whole idea came when I was driving back from the airport I have 4 hours drive from the airport in Sweden to my house, which is a lot of time to think. And I think I was called back and forth with Victor on and off throughout the whole tour and the whole drive, and the ideas got crazier and crazier. Yeah.
But we kind of did them all for this one. So we went all out, and we wanted to. There's so much material, man. I mean, it's like we couldn't even use all of it. But it's hopefully a fun watch for fans of metal and hard rock alike, and you know, people who like that type of northern tradition that we represent.
Northern tradition.
Wow. Okay, I'm really excited right now.
Right.
We're looking forward to it. Nice. So in the end, let's talk about your jubilee, which is this year, because as Rock Antenne, you are turning 25 this year.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. How do you feel with this jubilee?
Old.
This birthday?
I feel old.
Yeah, we never really looked back. We've always been on a peak with this band. So it just dawned upon us like, oh, wow, it's 25 years ago we started this band. But we're not nostalgic or anything, so we don't really look back and count the years or days.
A lot of you, it's like it's 10 years since this record. And I was like, I had no clue.
Yeah.
So we're always looking at the new next record. It's always like every record is always more successful than the previous one. Almost. We always gain. There's always more fans at the shows, which we always think that we are, we're underdogs starting from nothing, but
which is a really good way still. Yeah.
Looking forward instead of backwards.
yeah.
Yeah. Do you think something not changed in the last 25 years when you look back?
Something that has not changed.
Yeah.
Love for music.
Yeah.
That's the driving force behind the band. Having a good time, and love for music. That's the driving force.
Yeah, and friendship.
Yeah.
Within the band.
Yeah, that's the most important thing. A band, the friendship in the band. It's like if we have a day off, we go out, have dinner together, and we hang out all day together instead of just going to like separate places. We when you're in a band, the least thing you do is play music. Most of the time, you just spend time in airports, buses, hotels, and you gotta have a good time. Otherwise, it's why do it?
That's really great. So you just mentioned that you're always looking for the new albums, which will be coming, and not always looking back. Is there maybe a third part of Megalomanium coming? Or something different,
there
maybe?
There is not a third part. It is a double album, and a triple album is, that's...
And if there was, we wouldn't say it. Joking.
Oh,
There is no third part.
There is no third part.
Okay, but maybe something cooking.
Yeah, sure. We're always writing songs, and it's an ongoing process. We don't sit down for it like this week we're going to write the whole album. It's like something. You start writing songs, and when you start writing, it sounds like the previous record because you're like in the same mood, and then later you like. You change and you do new stuff that you wouldn't expect us to do, and then that is usually. It takes a while to find the new sound for the next record. So the songs, the first 5 songs you write after an album release, those are usually not on a record because you tend to go for the more diverse sounding songs.
Really excited what will coming next?
Yeah, me too.
For Eclipse?
I haven't heard it yet. Somewhere in the world.
Really excited. So thank you so much for the interview and taking time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good last days of tour in Germany and a good tour in the USA.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.